Hey, good morning, guys. This is Jimmy from Primer is Best, and I'm in this. I guess y'all can guess if you've been watching my channel. I'm in this 1984 Chevy C10 truck, Moon Pie. Moon Pie. I haven't started this truck in a pretty good while, over a week, maybe longer than that. I live in East Tennessee, and I don't know when you're seeing this video, but we've had a lot of bad storms come through, killed a couple of folks. Y'all might remember it. I don't know, like I said, I don't know when you're seeing this video, but we've been cleaning up in our yard for, spent the day yesterday doing that, my wife and I, branches and stuff, but we were on our knees praying to the Lord that He would protect us, and He did. Nothing was damaged. I mean, other than, leaves and limbs and stuff in the yard that you can easily pick up. I had to kind of clean up the roof a little bit. Anyway, let's get started. See how I get. I talk too much. I'm going to give it a couple of pumps. Can you believe that? I think I gave it 6 pumps. This truck is so smooth. And I just really like this truck. I hope that y'all do too, or maybe you will later. I don't know. Depends on how much we get done on it. Want to let it warm up for just a minute. As I was saying, my wife and I were just so blessed. We slept downstairs because the wind and the lightning and all the hail around us was so bad. I mean, my wife started to set up a camera just to show you. I mean, it was just lightning. Just it was terrible. And I don't mind telling you that I get scared during storms. My dad, I know I've told y'all this before. After my mom passed away, my dad was still living in his home, and he got up in the middle of the night to see what time it was. He had an old-timey clock that I grew up with. It was a Zenith. Man, it's a good little alarm clock. Anyway, my dad got up to see what time it was. I guess a storm had woke him up, and a tornado and stuff. And he went to see what time it was. And when he did, the bed was right here. He got up to go look to see what time it was, and a huge oak tree just fell. And if he'd have stayed in the bed another few seconds, it'd have killed him. And I mean, I've just always been scared of storms. You know how you hear of pets running off and hiding under houses and stuff like that? Well, I'm that guy. Let me pause this a minute, back this up, and we'll get into the video, okay? Hang in there. Okay, I got it out. I'm going to tell you right off, you might hear some wind. We're supposed to have some 20-mile-an-hour winds. So, I'm telling you that while I'm sitting in the truck. If you're new to the channel, this is Moon Pie. It's a 84, like I said, 84 Silverado truck. But it has rubber mats. And this is a Chevrolet dash cover that my buddy GM Tim gave to me. He's on YouTube. He has his own YouTube channel, GM Tim 38. And if I can remember, I'll show you, I'll leave a link in the description of his video. I'm just kind of waiting to see what the day's going to turn out like this afternoon. Like I said, it's mid-morning, maybe close to 11 o'clock, and by this afternoon we're supposed to have more rain, so we'll just see what happens. Golly, we can't get out of this rut. But this is it. Just thought I'd show you the truck. Real quiet, 305. Still has the jack. I'm amazed at that. And somebody mentioned in one of the videos here a while back, like this is an AC truck too, and I don't know what I wonder the same thing. AC trucks, a lot of times the brackets are gone, when you get them. And I don't know why that is either. I honestly don't. But it's kind of interesting, isn't it? Going to show you around the truck. You might have seen the video where I had the American Racing torque thrust wheels next to the wheels and tires on here, and you might see all this stuff in the back. If you're new to the channel, I've got new parts for this truck. Cab corners, rockers, bracing. I got all new floors. I've got bumper guards. Hey, I need to put this in the back here. This stuff here is this stuff, brand new. You know, pre-cut. But and I got headlights, and anyway, you can kind of see the dash there. I just got this Chevrolet dash cover stuck on. Just, you know, it's a really good fit. I've used Chevrolet several times, and I'll show you how I put it on if you are interested in it. Maybe not, I don't know. But my buddy Tim Dixon at Gas Axe Chop Shop, he works on all my trucks, metal work and fabrication and customizing. Tim Dixon, Gas Axe Chop Shop, and if you'll look in the description of this video, I'll show you how to get to his Facebook. Just go to Facebook and type in Gas Axe Chop Shop. Axe is spelled A-X-E. Gas Axe Chop Shop. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you around the truck real quick. Nothing special. And I'm going to do a video. Let me wet my thumb here. I had a YouTube subscriber that was kind enough. Sorry, guys. This says Arrow. Hey, I can see it better through the phone. Arrow, Gainesville. Anyway, it's from Georgia. Anyway, I had a YouTube subscriber that when my wife is not here at the moment, she has went yard selling with several of her friends, and they went a long ways off. They must be a big yard sale somewhere. So here I am alone with these trucks. Oh, maybe you can hear me better. But yeah, alone with these trucks. But anyway, I'm when my wife gets back and I can read it from her phone, I'm going to read. This is an interesting story on this truck, and that's something else I was going to tell you. My friend, well, GM Tim, like I said, his name is Brian. You need to subscribe to his channel. That we're all, Tim Dixon and GM Tim 38 and myself, we're all kind of intertwined, meaning one of us is working on somebody's truck. Be it me cleaning or putting patina on Tim's trucks or cars, whatever he's got at the time. We've patinaed his 62 Chevy Impala and his you know, the 76 Chevy two-wheel drive Blazer, and you know, we've done a lot of things for Tim, and Tim has done a lot of things for us. We're all friends, best friends, and GM Tim 38, you know, we all do things together, and you can see the transformation of vehicles if you go to their YouTube channel and Facebook page, GM Tim 38 and Gas Axe Chop Shop. That way you're kind of not left in the dark. Getting back to what I was saying, I'm long-winded, I apologize. My friend that owned this truck before Brian and his dad Charlie bought it, and then I bought it from them, okay? But I was talking to him on the phone. Me and him is real good friends. We have been for probably 25 years or so. There goes my plane. It flies over every time I do a video. Hadn't heard one till I start a video. He said that his grandfather, getting back to the story, sorry, his grandfather had a truck just like this, but it was a long bed, okay? So this came up on Marketplace for sale, and is the same color. He said he loves this color, and I said, well, I do too. I said, of course, he knows my wife really well, Mrs. PIB, and I said, my wife is the one that encouraged us to get this truck. So that's what we did. Got it. And anyway, he said he was going to get the truck, hooked his trailer up to his truck, and was headed down the interstate to Georgia to go get this truck. Well, he told the guy, he said, I've left my house and I'm, such and such place on the interstate right now, and said I'll be there within the hour. And the guy said, you're where? And he said, well, I'm on the interstate. I just passed mile mark or whatever. And he said, well, he started laughing and said, well, you do know I'm 3 hours away. So my buddy got to looking, and sure enough, he was 3 hours away from him, but they was already hooked up, and my buddy had his son with him that was going to help him load the truck. So they went way down deep in Georgia to get this truck. So he had it for 2 or 3 years, he said, and he had every intention of getting it up on its feet and everything, but it didn't quite work out. He has a full-time job, and he has a full-time family, meaning he's got 2 sons. Well, I mean, he's got a wife, of course, but he's got 2 sons that are playing sports and stuff like that. And he said that he stays extremely busy, going to sporting events. When you got 2 at different ages, you're not going to have a weekend or sometimes a weeknight that you can go. You're going to have to go to some sporting event or practice or whatever. So after watching it sit here for a couple of 2 or 3 years, he decided to sell it. Well, that's where GM 1038 and his dad Charlie, they bought the truck, put a new gas tank in it, all new brake lines, new front end, had it lowered. I'm trying to think of there's so much that they done to this truck. Put a new windshield in it. See, what else did they do? They done a bunch. Put a new steering column in it. There was something messed up about the steering column, so they put a new steering column in it. And of course, Brian got this little seat cover, which is fine. The original seat is sun-baked. It sits great, but it's just sun-baked from the sun, and that's what happened to the dash on here too. The dash is really not that bad. Well, I'm not going to pull it out. I can't with one hand. Have to have 2. Coverlay makes a good fitting dash cover if you ever need one. Put new wiper motors in it, new window motors in it, new window switches. I mean, everything. It's just a great truck, and done rebuilt the carburetor, blah blah blah. I don't know what all they've done to it, but it was a ton of stuff. And my wife, Mrs. PIB, just fell in love with the truck, and I think it's a good investment as well. Like I said, I'll put a new air deflector on it, and like I said before, this is a 4-wheel drive air deflector. It sets a little bit lower, which makes the truck look lower. But like GM 1038, he's the one that told me about all this stuff. And if you don't subscribe to his channel, I don't want to say I'm going to be mad at you, but I would be disappointed if you didn't, because he's a really good guy. And Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop is too. Check him out on Facebook. Get the one without tow hooks. Tow hooks, just flat like this. But doesn't the truck look lower? I mean, it just looks so much lower. So, anyway, I've talked long enough. Today's video, and I don't know how long this is going to be. Here comes my plane again. I'm going to try to clean this truck up just a little bit on the insides, clean the windows, my usual stuff. And apologize for the plane, guys. They do flying lessons, and I think the pilot has a set pattern that flies directly over my house. So anyway, I'm gonna get some stuff out here and start cleaning. And like I said, the windows, they're not that bad dirty, but maybe do a little cleaning up, get some of this rust off here and stuff. Might be a short video, but I'm just wanting to enjoy the day before the rain gets here again. So let's get started and see what we can get into and see how much we can get done on a beautiful day so far. Hang in there with me, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, a lot has happened, but I do spend most of my time running around trying to figure out where did I set this at. Are y'all like that? I spend most of my time doing that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I've got this. I know I've showed y'all this before, but if you're new to the channel, here it is. I got this turtle wax paste, and there's what I was looking for. I took the Chevrolet dash cover off. I'm probably going to paint it. I don't know. My friend, I should mention this too, just in case you forgot, or you are new to the channel. I try to act like everybody's new to the channel. And the reason I do these videos is because if one of these days somebody is interested in buying this truck, they can see everything that's been done to it. I don't tell lies. I tell you what it is, and you can see what it is, and you can see what all's been done to it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. As I've said before, I'm in a unique position where I don't have to sell anything. So, I mean, I'm really blessed by God as far as that goes. Because there was a time, several times in my life, I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together, and that is the God's truth. Poor as dirt. Oh, I got sidetracked. I'm not sure. Oh, my friend. That's where I was at. My friend, my neighbor's weed eating. And my yard's too wet to do anything just yet. But anyway, my friend, Angie Dixon, Tim Dixon's wife, she is on Instagram. If you type in Gas Axe Girl Friday, Gas Axe Girl Friday, type that in on Instagram and you'll see Angie Dixon, Tim Dixon's wife, and she does upholstery work. Well, I have a seat over there that I'm hoping that she can get to sometime soon. If it's tan like this, that would be great. But I said if it's, dark brown, tan, whatever material she has, something to kind of match the seat belts, even black. That's the reason I hadn't done nothing with this, because I'm not sure what color I'm going to wind up spray painting this Chevrolet dash cover. But somebody before me, like I said, looks like they had some kind of glue or something here, so I had to go get a straight, here's my cover for it, straight edge, oh, you know what I'm talking about, straight edge knife, box cut, not a box cut, you know what I'm talking about. I'm having another one of those days. Guys, I scared myself. I cut all the glue away best I could. Doesn't have to be perfect, but in case I do put the Chevrolet dash cover on, and I do decide to glue it, I will, it'll lay down flatter. But what I'm doing is I'm starting from the top kinda and working my way down. So I'm doing the windows. I'm going to do the windows inside and out with this turtle wax paste, and then this is going to make I don't know why, but some folks get mad or say I'm dumb, which, I mean, you're not the first one that's told me that. Dumb. And I won't go into all the other words. I got turtle wax paste on here, and I get 4 zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, steel wool. And I gently go over it, and it gets off all the contaminants. Now, I know this is a new windshield, but it already has contaminants on it, and I'm not hurting this windshield. I'm just gently going over it like this, and I've got to do the inside too. So I took the Chevrolet dash cover off just so all the dust and excess paste won't come off and be on the Chevrolet dash cover. I do this on all my cars and trucks, okay? And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, then don't do it. Anything I do on my videos, you don't have to do it. I would, if you're not comfortable, hey, don't do it. But I get so many people that say, well, you're doing this wrong. You're not doing it right. You know, you're not supposed to do that. Well, don't do it on yours, okay? But I'm doing it on mine because it's my truck. And you know what I mean? I don't mean to be rude like that, but I got to tell you something. I do my best to stay as nice as I can because the Lord is listening to every word that I say and everything that I do. But some people do kind of try your patience, so to speak. And it's just a trial, guys. It's just a trial to see how you react. Always be patient and kind. Always be patient and kind. Anyway, if you're wondering why it's not coming off, it's because I was looking at that too and I thought, why ain't that coming off? Oh, guys, I'll tell you, I scared myself. Anyway, as you can see, it's coming off. I got it on the inside and outside. I haven't put it on the inside here yet. And for the life of me, I couldn't remember. See how I am? I'm an older guy. And I can't remember my name some days. Not that bad, but seriously. Anyway, I'm going to finish this up. You can see what I'm doing. And we'll kind of go from there. So I'm going to turn my little radio back on here and maybe listen to something else, oldies but goodies, Bachman Turner Overdrive or Journey. I just got done listening to Journey, stuff like that, or Beach Boys, whatever they decide to play. Hang in there with me, guys. I'll see y'all in a minute. Okay, guys, I'm going to try to show you, you know, this might not work, but there's water spots. I guess acid rain. Can you see that? It gets it. I mean, it's not going to get every little one, but I just wanted to show you that best that I can. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but with this steel wool, I mean, but it's much better than it was. Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that. I'm instead of boring y'all to death, I've already went ahead and done the front. I'm doing the front, these on the outside and this, then I'm going to do the inside, and I'll get back with you in a minute. Maybe you can tell where I stopped. Right in here. And believe it or not, this new windshield already had some looked like acid rain on it. I mean, it's when Brian had it, GM 1038, when Brian had it, you know, it sat outside, and I don't know, we get a lot of rain and then it just, I guess some of it's acid rain. And I want to apologize for the wind. Like I said, it's kind of windy today, but I'm still going at it. Hang in there with me. I'll get all this, at least the windows done. See y'all in just a bit. Okay, guys, I'm just going to remind you that if you do what I'm doing, don't forget to crack your window just a little bit and get that edge. I'll show you this. I don't think I put none on it yet. Just to show you how, yeah, just to show you how dirty it is. Can y'all see all that? These windows hadn't been cleaned in a long time. And these vent windows, I'm not going to open them. I've done the outside and the inside and got my steel wool and kind of went over this handle, but this vent window seems to be a little bit stuck, and if you keep pushing it against it, there's a little stem, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to find the correct word. Anyway, if you push it too much, it's going to snap and break, and then your window's going to be doing this unless you have it latched. I don't need it open anyway, but I'm just telling y'all this, like I said, in case one of these days somebody else winds up with this truck and it goes to a new home, you can see what's been done to it. The other thing I was going to tell you, my friend I was talking to that had this truck before for 2 or 3 years, I was asking him about this dent, and he said he didn't know how it got there. That was one of the main reasons I called. I was just going to get a little story behind this truck, but he doesn't know either. But if you watch my buddy, once again, GM 1038, he found a bunch of beer, you know, twist off bottle caps, whatever, and so somebody was drinking and driving in this truck, I'm assuming. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I believe they were. Anyway, could be they. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just making this up at this point, but could be that's what's happened here. Truck's got a few little dents here and there on it, but at the same time, it's 40 years old, and it's. Who would have ever thought that one of these trucks that people would be buying them and fixing them up and everything. See, there's a dent there, a dent here. There's little dents here, there, and everywhere. But anyway, oh yeah, and this one has a little bit of a tape. So somebody's had a problem with this vent window before, and just wanted to point that out to you. It wasn't me. It was Anyway, I'm doing this now, and then since I have my steel wool, I'm going to clean up all this mess right here, and I'll probably get a vacuum cleaner, maybe kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm not going to paint the floor mat or anything because my intentions are I might have to get a new one of these or take this off. I don't know. That's pretty disgusting, isn't it? But this truck's set for a long time. I don't know how long, but it's set for a long time. And like I said, Brian and his dad put a new gas tank, new brake lines, new gas lines, everything on this truck. And somebody mentioned not too long ago in one of the videos on this truck that it shows 04554. So we were all in agreement, Charlie, Brian's dad, and of course Brian and myself, this truck probably has 104,000 on it. That brake pedal's not bad. Somebody said the brake pedal looks like it's got 200 and something. No, it don't. It's worn right here. You mash the gas and you mash the brake. 104,000, that's about right. And it runs so good. I mean, I can't say anything negative about this thing. But I mean, if it was 200 and something like I've had before, 300,000, the brake pedals all ripped, barely will hang on. And I just don't think this truck has been, for 84, I think it's a low mileage truck. Honestly, I do. Anyway, I'm going to finish cleaning these windows. I'm going to clean up a little bit around here, maybe vacuum some of this stuff up, and the wind's blowing and the clouds are moving in. Oh boy, more rain. Always good to have. I'm being sarcastic. Anyway, I was listening to the group Chicago. Do y'all like Chicago? If you do, let me know in the comments. Baby, what a big surprise, Saturday in the park. And my first song, what makes me, I guess one of the reasons why I like Chicago, the group Chicago, so well. Remember that song back in the 60s, I think, maybe 70, Color My World? When I was in junior high school, I had a crush on this little girl that was in the same grade as me, and we went to the prom together, and that was the first song I ever danced to, besides my mother or grandmother or something, at the prom. And that song, I always think of that when I hear Color My World. All I done was walk her around in a circle, trying not to step on her feet. It's pretty funny looking back on it, but I was a big dork, and I still am a big dork, but yeah, I remember those days. And B.J. Thomas, what in the heck was the name of that song? Anyway, if I think of it here in a minute, I'll tell you. Anyway, I'm getting long-winded again, aren't I? But I act like y'all standing here with me, and I'm just talking to you. Anyway, I'll get back with you, man. I'm going to get some of this stuff done. The day's getting gone, and I got to get busy. Hush. See y'all in just a bit. Okay, guys, I got the steel wool, got all the rust off of this. Both the shifter and the tilt. I did notice, see another reason why I think it's low miles. All this, not every time, let me start all over. a lot of times when I get a square body truck, you know, this chrome paint, whatever you want to call it. I call everything silver chrome, so have to excuse me on that. But anyway, I got this stuff right. My wife got me this stuff. She got 3 of these pens. There's fine, medium, and this is medium. If you can read that underneath my thumb. Says it, waterproof, and it works on most surfaces. Highly optique. I don't know how to say that word. I'm from the South. I just use y'all, were, and you know, gonna. I don't know. Sometimes people make fun of the way I talk, but that's just how we talk here. And I understand all my friends, we all talk the same. Just part of living in Tennessee, here in the South. I'm proud to be here. This pen, I guess it's chrome pen. It looks pretty much like chrome. So I'm going to touch up a little bit of this. Let me find a better spot. And I'll show you what I'm doing. I won't show you everything and bore you, but hard to do this without getting out of line here. But see? And my wife, Mrs. PIB, who is not here, she got these on I think it was Amazon. Let me get down here. I'm going to try to do the hardest ones first. That way, there we go. Had to get some coming out here, didn't I? Okay, let's see what I can do. How about I mess this up? Well, I about messed up, didn't I? Before I forget to tell you guys, I'm not putting the torque thrust wheels on this truck yet because it'll be going to Tim Dixon's. I don't think I mentioned this. To put rockers and, you know, cab corners, stuff like that. My point is, I don't want no, dadgummit. Well, I got it. I don't want anything to happen to the wheels, and I'll put them on after this. Well, I can't do anything holding this phone and do this too. I want to look through the phone, and that's not the thing to do. I mean, it looks better. You know, it looks like I'm just trying to make things look like it has a little bit of life left in it. Like it's not completely croaked out dead. Now, I know these vents need it, but I'm not doing the vents. I can't make them look good. I'm trying to make this stuff, you know, look a little bit better if I can. Let's see. I know this video's getting long, and I apologize for that. See, I'm just touching up. Maybe y'all can see. If I move my finger out of the way, that'd help, wouldn't it? Let's see. Okay. We'll try this again. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I can clean some of this up later after it's dry. It's hard to do this and show y'all too. That's my problem. I can't really see what I'm doing here. Let me pause this here, guys, and just look, and I'll get back with you in just a minute, okay? Hang in there. Okay, guys, I got done all I'm going to do. I went around here. If you remember, this was all off, I guess, you know, for putting your hand up here, resting it to adjust the temperature, such as that. I mean, I just went around the squares. I might take this whole thing out, gauge cluster covering thing, and one day, not today, it's clouding up really quick, and I don't want to get a big mess out and then it start raining, and just kind of go over it here. But see, I'd have to go all the way up through here as well, and I don't think I'm going to have time today. There's a couple of things I was wanting to accomplish, and so far I'm kind of on track, but still, because of the weather, I'm you know, just going to have to kind of cut it short a little bit. I had to get me a black magic marker. I touched up a couple of little spots where I got out of line. After I put my phone down, I done good, but it was hard for me to have to kind of brace yourself like you're welding. You know, if you've ever been a welder, you know, you brace yourself on something so you can do it straight and, you know, do a good job, you know, be true, you know, not zigzag all over the place. So anyway, once I set the phone down, I done much better. I didn't mess up anymore. Kind of doctored up my little knobs here. I mean, it looks like real chrome. I don't know what I've done with that marker. Like I said, I think my wife got these on Amazon. She got fine, medium. This is medium, and thick, like thick, heavy, whatever you want to call it. And I kind of touched up my where it says lights. Couldn't see that. I kind of just barely touched it, and so now you can see it says lights. Just little things, I don't know, stuff that I noticed that most people wouldn't give two hoots. Let me put this stuff up, and I'll be right back with you guys. Hang in there again, okay? Well, as you can see, the wind's kind of gusting up. Had all this cleaned off, but no matter. Going to show you what I vacuumed the truck out while y'all weren't looking. And oh, by the way, let me tell you this real quick. That B.J. Thomas song is Rock and Roll Lullaby. And my date at the time, well, the girl my very first prom, and the very first girl I ever danced with besides a family member, and the very first girl that I give about a half a second kiss to at the door when she got home. That was my date, you know, first time. A lot of firsts in that one night, a lot of firsts. So anyway, when I hear those songs, I think about that time in my life. I bet y'all's got some songs too that y'all know about in your heads that brings back memories. Anyway, I just turned off Paul Revere and the Raiders on the radio, so I must like y'all pretty good, or I wouldn't have done that. Anyway, got me some flat black. I'm trying to do things quickly because the storm is coming up, and I know it is. The wind's really blowing, and so I'm going to just do a real quickie job just to make it look better, to make myself feel better that I got something accomplished today. So here it is. I'm going to shake this up and just kind of go over the floor real quick, and hopefully it'll look kind of decent. I'll get back with y'all in just a minute, okay, guys? Hang right in there. And I appreciate y'all staying with me. Hang in there, guys. Okay, guys, there's a lot of racket going on in the neighborhood. There's some little kids playing. I forgot to tell you that I have these. Oh, I'm not going to pull it out of the box because I'm afraid I'll never get it back in. It's well, hang on a minute. These things, vent shades, they go up here so you can crack your window. I just like little dashes of chrome here and there, just a little bit. Here, there, everywhere. Can't go wrong with, like I said, I call everything chrome. Painted this in here. It's not the best, but it looks better. It looks clean, and I'll probably get me some old floor mats that I have. I think I know where some's at, and I'll just throw them in here for giggles, just to make sure nobody gets in the truck and tears this rubber mat. It is 40 years old. I'm just trying to make it look decent, and like I've said before, I've never seen a Silverado with rubber mats or these sport mirrors. I just never have. Windows look good, nice and clean, slick. I mean, there's still some acid rain, but it's the best I can do. And what else? Oh, I got this back on. I was afraid it was going to blow away. It's very light. Oh yeah, I think I told y'all, but I'll remind you in case I didn't. These are the wheels that's going on it. They're already getting dirty, aren't they? American Racing Torque Thrust wheels what is on my 66 Chevy C10 truck and my 78 C10 truck, Billy James. Same wheels, same size tires. Oh, I'm not putting the wheels and stuff on here because, like I said, Tim Dixon will be doing a lot of welding on this thing, and I don't want anything to get on the wheels, dust, and not that it would hurt it, but I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing, if Tim has to pull it outside for some reason or something, a cat's not gonna, he's got some cats or dog, whatever, possum, raccoon, who knows, might, urinate on it or something. Hey, let's, Wally, real quick, if I can get my old self down here, let's look under this truck. This will be my first time too. Okay. Man, this thing's really solid, isn't it? Brian would have told me had it not been. But see, I bought new floor pans and everything for this truck, thinking that if I didn't need it or needed a little, little spot fixed here or there, when Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop gets this thing, I thought maybe, he I might use it on the 1980 Chevy C10 truck. It's at Tim's. The short bed, no motor, no transmission, nothing. Let's look on the other side. See, this thing's got the original exhaust on it. This truck's been lowered, so I really can't get up in here too much. But the next time I go to Brian's, if he doesn't mind me taking up, I don't know, maybe an hour of his lift, or Tim, either one. I guess I'll rattle can paint underneath the truck. Okay. I got bad knees, and it takes me just a minute or so to get up under here. There's the new gas tank. I'm going to show y'all things that I cannot see. Okay? See what y'all think. I mean, this is a really nice truck. I mean, it's 40 years old. And like I said, who would have ever thought of, somebody fixing one of these trucks up? I used to walk by these trucks all the time. I drove them when I worked at different places. They had company trucks like this, and pickups, and I would drive them. I never thought nothing about anything like, anybody getting a square body and doing anything with it. But it just goes to show what goes on sometimes. I mean, things change. I will mention this again, just in case. I think, my opinion, I think Chevy C10s are a good investment, and in just about any condition. I mean, this one's got bumps and bruises, but as my buddy was saying that owned this truck before, Brian and his dad Charlie bought it, you know, this truck came from way down Georgia, and this, you know, it's been a southern truck its whole life. So I mean, there's not a whole lot of rust in it. There's a little bit, like I said, in the rockers and cab corners, but it's not extensive like a round headlight truck would be. But I think you know, it's going to turn out to be a pretty decent looking old truck once we get the wheels on it. And you know, I just think it's a good thing. I think once we put the wheels on it and take this old molding off, put the new molding on it, and you know, maybe spruce it up just a little bit here and there. It's got new wiper blades on it. I mean, just little things that Brian and his dad Charlie done. I need to take these off and repaint these, don't I? But anyway, that's another day, another time. It's too windy today. So anyway, I'm going to put this thing up, and I thank y'all for watching the videos. You're watching Permanent's Best, and I know this video is probably pretty long. Oh yeah, I got new taillights for it too. There's a lot of things I have that I don't have on the truck yet, and I probably won't put them on until I get all the... Get away from me. There's a bug after me. Something flying around. Till I get the cab corners and a few little places fixed on it. I don't see no need in putting, you know, your shiny, make it kind of pop stuff on until I get it back home. So, be painting the grill, all kinds of stuff. And if you're on a budget like my wife and I are, you know, you might want to subscribe to this channel, Permanent's Best. My name is Jimmy. I think I mentioned that, but it's been a long time since I started the video. And, you know, maybe you might enjoy watching some of the videos anyway. Maybe you might find a couple of them entertaining. I don't know. I've got probably over 2,000 videos. Some of them not too good. Some of them, you know, might be entertaining to you. I don't know. Lots of trucks have come through this channel, Permanent's Best, over the years, and a lot more before I even started my YouTube channel. Should have started it a lot earlier, but I didn't. You know, I was just, oh well. And I'm still kind of debating whether to keep going on this channel. You know, I've mentioned, I don't know, a few months ago that, you know, I might quit doing YouTube videos because it takes up so much time, and part of it's because I talk a lot, but I could get so much more done. I heard somebody say that today on a YouTube video, actually. Now that I think about it, I won't mention his name, but I was listening to him, and he said that he doesn't hardly do any videos because it takes up so much of his time. And that's the way it is here. I could get so much more done if I wouldn't videoing. So, but my wife made me, you know, we kind of made an agreement that when we get the 66 somewhat done as far as we're concerned, I was talking about I might just stop doing YouTube videos. But you know, it's just, we'll see what happens, you know. But anyway, I'm showing you what's going on at the moment. See what happens, and you know, maybe I'll might enjoy this little video too. So anyway, let me know what you think, guys. And like I said, you're watching Permanent's Best. My name is Jimmy, and I'm also on Facebook, Permanent's Best, and Instagram, Permanent's Best. Got a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget, and I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. I sure do like that old tag moon pie. I'm glad my wife got that. My wife really likes this truck, and I do too, but I'm glad she got this for this old truck. Moon pie. So, yep. We'll see if we can make the old truck look like. Is it ever going to Mecum Auctions or Barrett Jackson? No. No. It's just an old, it's what you call a daily driver, you know, shop truck, kind of truck. And you know, if you're kind of into that stuff and patina style and stuff, you might enjoy this channel for as long as it keeps going. And we'll see what happens. But I don't know, just been kind of thinking about, you know, like I said, just of course I'll tell y'all bye and everything if we decide to do that, or I decide to do it, whatever. But we'll just kind of go from there and see what happens. And in any case, you know, I sure have enjoyed Y'all subscribe to the channel. We'll just kind of go that route and see what happens, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I thank y'all for watching, and I talk too much. I need to get busy. Y'all have a blessed day today. The Lord is good. The Lord is great. And I'm just so happy and blessed to be alive from the storms and everything. Like I said, I don't know when you're seeing this video, but I'm telling you what, it was pretty bad. The weatherwoman, I forgot, we watched different channels. They said we were 124% above, our water expectations. 124%. Now, we got a bunch of water, a lot of rain, and it was hard, and there was hail around us. It didn't hit us. I was praying to the Lord hard. Let me say that again. I was praying to the Lord with all I had that he would protect us, and he did. So be sure to pray for others. If you see someone that needs a little bit of help, getting in the door, opening up the door for somebody, hey, do it. You're supposed to be kind. Be kind and say nice things to people, to make them feel better, build them up. Be humble. And that's the way you're supposed to be. And y'all have a blessed day. I thank you for watching, and you won't miss anything if you like and subscribe. If you'd give me that big thumbs up, boy howdy, I sure would be appreciative. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care, and God bless each and every one of you guys. See y'all later. Keep watching the video, guys. The weather got a little bit better, so I kept going. Hang in there again. Thank you. Okay, guys, I stumbled around in the garage and found this can of paint. It's leather brown satin, and I believe this is the same color I used on the 78 GMC truck Shannon. Do y'all remember that? The bucket seat console truck, factory bucket seat console truck. Well, I found it. It's pretty close. It's not quite, but it's pretty close. I think this hood, I've seen this right here. I think this hood has been painted before, and as I said, I always tell everything that I know. It's pretty close to this color. There's a lot of kids playing, if you hear screaming. Anyway, it's pretty close to this color. Remember, I painted the whole truck Shannon all over again and two-toned it like this. Y'all remember that? If not, just type in 1978 GMC truck. Oh, go to Primer That's Best, type in 1978 GMC truck Shannon. And, we painted it. That's the only truck I've ever had, believe it or not, that went to Mecum auctions. Kind of a small world, isn't it? But I wonder if the new owner knows I Rattle can painted it. That's another. Anyway, getting back to this, I'm going to shake this up and maybe kind of go over some of this. Just a little bit, maybe blend it. Just a little bit, just try to make it look, a little bit better. Now, I'm into patina, but I'm kind of picky about what kind of patina I want on it. This looks like it's had a lot of debris and stuff from the road that has hit it. And like I said, I'm not going for perfection. I'm just trying to make it look decent on a budget. So let's see what we can do. I don't know if it'll look any better or not. We'll just see what happens. I've been shaking this can for a little while, so let's see what we can do. The wind's kind of died down for just a moment. Let's get at it. Now I'll blend this in just a minute and we'll see what it looks like. To me it looks better already. But that's my opinion. Got to get my mojo on here. I feel like I've lost my mojo. I hadn't painted in a while. Let's see. See all that? I might try to, we'll just see. I'll just try to blend it, and let's make it look the best we can. On a budget. On a budget. I think this hood has had some work done to it or something before. You can see it's kind of splotchy. That's okay, I like that. But I think, you know, like I said, I always tell the truth about everything. So there you go. I think the hood's either been replaced at some point, or it's had another paint job, or this. I don't think the whole truck has been painted, personally. I just think it's the hood. I think it's the hood. We'll let that dry for just a minute. My mailman just showed up, so I'm going to see how many bills I got in the mail. Hang in there with me, guys. Okay, guys, I done the best I could for the moment. It looks better than it did. I had to get me some, what in the heck you call these things? I have to hang on to everything because the winds are blowing so much. They're sanding blocks. No, I'm sorry, sponges. Sanding sponges. This is a pretty new one, and it was cutting too much. So I had to always save my old ones, and this done the trick. I just went over it, and it's just really windy, guys. But to me, it looks much better. I'm actually like, sometimes I lay in the bed. I know that y'all don't want to hear this, but really, sometimes I lay in the bed and I think, do I want to paint this whole truck or not? Do I want to go through all that like I did Shannon? It's quite an undertaking, and it takes a while. The taping and all that stuff is, I don't know. If I could find a color a little closer to this to match, you know, the hood and the top, you know, and a few little places, you know, like I said, I think it's like acid rain or something. I'm not really sure, but whatever, it's going to be okay either way. We'll come up with a plan for this old truck, and I got a friend, I know I've mentioned this before, but I got a friend that works at a body shop. Might see what he can do, you know, if he'd like to tackle this. You know, maybe. There's no hurry. I'm just playing with this truck right now because my 66 is not home. That's the one I'm kind of waiting for. Oh, I did paint guess I should have showed you, painted my wiper arms. Every time I say spray paint, I just point at it. The wind starts blowing really bad. So I'm not going to do any more because it's getting plumb ridiculous. I had to wait for the wind to die down just so I could talk to y'all. But you know, I just hate sitting in the house. But it looks a little bit better, you know. And I think if we ever get a full day of sun and I can come out here and play, not have to worry about hurrying up and put stuff up, it'll be much better. Oh, and I guess, no, I don't think I showed you this. I got me some old floor mats and just threw in here. Are they ugly? Yeah. They're clean. They're clean, I mean, but they're just ugly. Not the best looking floor mats, but I'm just trying to protect the rubber floor mat. I mean, a lot of people might think, well, that's the whole purpose of a rubber floor mat, but I don't want to buy another rubber floor mat, and this one's in pretty good shape. I'm just saying. So, that's where we're at. Boy, there's pollen all over this thing. Anyway, hang on, guys. I'll get back with you, okay? Okay, guys, I'm going to have to call it a day. It's too windy to do anything, and I'm actually, like I said, I'm scared of trees, and our power goes out drop of a hat. So I think this looks better. It's not all white, you know, up in here like it was, and it looks better. I mean, is it a good match? No, probably not, but hey, it's all I had here at home. So I make do with what you got. I painted I don't know if I told y'all. No, I didn't. I painted the wipers. I get a lot done when I'm not doing the videos, you know. So I done the wipers, kind of I don't know, I'm almost ashamed to tell you, but kind of rattle can painted the exhaust there a little bit just to make it look like, you know, I'm wanting to paint up all under the truck, but see, from a distance, you know, it looks pretty good, you know, better than looking at the way it was. I just done a real quickie job. But anyway, the old truck's coming along, and here's my plastic gonna come off. I need to put this truck up and before those doors shut on me before I can get it up or put it in, disconnect my battery and just kind of clean up around here. But I was wanting to thank y'all for watching the video. I know the video's quite long, I know that, and you know, I guess if you don't have time to watch it or it's too boring, just click out of it. It's fine, I don't mind. But let me know what you think about the 84 C10 truck Moon Pie. I might drive it and I always get my paint normally at the co-ops, at our local co-op store, or one of them, one of the co-ops that I visit, and I might let them see if they'll let me take a can out outside the store and match it up. They kind of know me there, so I mean, every time I'm going there, I either get keys made or I'm buying rattle can paint. So I might do that and just see what it will look like. See if I can kind of match it up. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about maybe rattle can painting the whole truck. I don't know. Not this. I'm going to leave this. Might touch it up a little, but I'm going to leave this. I'm just talking about if I can find something close enough, just close enough to rattle can the top and maybe up through here. I don't know. We'll just play that game when we get all the pieces to the game to play a game, and just kind of go from there. It's just an old truck, and like I said, I'm waiting on the 66 to come back, which should be, I don't know when you're seeing this video, but it could be it's already back. I don't know. So just kind of bear with me. I thank y'all for watching the video on Moon Pie here. I like that tag, Moon Pie. That's just, couldn't believe we got that. Just matches the truck, Moon Pie. So I'll get back on this thing, guys, when it's not so dang windy. I need to get my truck out from there and put everything up, I guess. It's a nice day, but man, it's just so windy, and these tree limbs scare me. So we'll see if we can get into the wipers. Look better. I should have showed them to you before, but trust me, they look much better. I need to paint this. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do on this truck, and it keeps me busy. Just kind of waiting on a decent day, I guess. I'll feel better about the truck when I get the rockers in and the cab corners, if it needs them. Like I said, I'll tell Tim if he can just patch it, you know, that'd be fine. There's no need in going crazy. Now the rockers, you know, if he can patch the rockers, that's fine, but I got a suspicion that he can't, so that's why I got new rockers. See, I think this truck's been painted before. See that run? I don't think that'd be from the factory. I think it's been painted once before, and it's probably saved its life. Just looking over the truck carefully. That might have been something that dripped on it. It don't quite match this truck. That might have been the same thing here too. I don't know. This might not have had nothing done to it. I honestly don't know, but I just know that's a lot darker than this. Could have been the guy that used this truck as a work truck was a painter. Who knows? I have bought them before where, you know, people were painters. That's pretty, ain't it? Those sparkles in it. Of course, I couldn't duplicate that, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it like it is and drive it for what it is. It's a good old truck, and I think the wheels in the side molding will make it look even better once we get all the other stuff fixed on it. But y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching. You're watching Primer Is Best, and my name is Jimmy, and I sure do appreciate y'all listening to me. Let me know what you think about moon pie. Like I said, I'm also on Facebook, Primitive Best, and Instagram, Primitive Best. Have a second YouTube channel I occasionally put videos up on that you might enjoy. It's called Man on a Budget, and I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. Y'all have a blessed day. Be sure to help other folks whenever you can. Hold the door open, or just anything to help somebody. I mean, you know, that's what we're supposed to be doing. God is great, God is good, and He has spared my wife and I from the storms that came through. I tell you what, they were horrible, horrible, scary, horrible. And like I said, I think I told you, a couple of folks died here in Tennessee from the storms, not counting the people that lost their homes and pets and, you know, this, that, and the other. You know, it's kind of, storms are pretty scary. So my wife and I were definitely praying to the Lord that He would protect us and keep us safe. And I thank y'all for watching. Like I said, y'all have a good one. I'm going to put this stuff up, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, guys. You won't miss nothing if you like and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed day, and I hope to see you again. God bless you. See you later.